I had a follower ask me to load test or just test my power pack to see what the voltage is on it. He's dealing with a NOCO and he wanted to know if his was dying or if it's good. So when I turn my power pack on, I'm getting a digital display of 12.5. That's what this is carrying right now. I hooked my power probe up to it and it agrees, 12.5, 12.5. Now the thing is that's a static test, right? We haven't asked this load tester to do anything. We haven't required it to use its energy or its amperage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect a load tester as well. And this is also a Harbor Freight load tester, which honestly is cheap and pretty bulletproof. I've had 2 of these over the past 10 years and one broke because I dropped it, not because it went out. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this for a few seconds, and this is gonna put a demand on my pack, and it's gonna give me a true voltage of what the voltage is that this is providing. So we're gonna go ahead and apply power. We're seeing 12.6. Now I'm gonna put a load on it. 11.1, 10.8. So that's the true power that this has in it right now, which 10.8 is good for me. All marine engines, mostly anything EFI that's going to require a certain amount of voltage is usually like 9.5 volts or higher. And that's what you're going to need to at least activate and trigger the crank position sensor to tell that engine to fire up. So this pack's good, regardless of what it read, it actually is good. And this hasn't been charged in a long time, and it's been outside in the freezing cold. So I'm actually pretty surprised with the strength this still had, and I had been using it on my engine I'd been working on. So that's a quick way to actually supply a load and get the true voltage of this. Now I don't know what the amps are at this time. I don't have an inline amp reader, but it's kind of negligible because I know that it's at least providing the voltage I need to crank any sophisticated EFI engine. And if it can do that, then it can most certainly crank like a carbureted engine that's not running off any EFI systems or ECMs or anything that's requiring a certain amount of voltage to start the engine.